I was getting frustrated this morning because I was thinking of a situation that I have going on in my life right now and how I have this project going, and it's something I've worked very long, very hard, poured in a lot of my time, a lot of resources, a lot of money, everything. And I was getting frustrated because I don't seem to be able to get on board with my partner in this particular project. And then I realized I had been spending all this time thinking that they're the cause of the problem and blaming them for not having some measure of success, which I feel I would have if we could get on the same page and both have the common goal and outcome and be able to see the big picture. And then the more I prayed about it, the more it hit me. There's nobody in our life that can stop our success, that can thwart the good things that God has set aside for us, that He wants us to have. If we entered into these deals and these partnerships and these projects through prayer, if we entered into them prayerfully and we felt God gave us the green light to go ahead and do it, then no matter what it looks like, no matter if the situation looks impossible and there's no way that we're going to get out of it, there's a way, because God makes a way where there seems to be no way. The God who breathed life into dust, formed us out of nothing, raised people from the dead, can raise your project from the dead, can raise your dreams from the dead. I don't care if you think somebody killed your dream, killed your goals, killed your plans. God can resurrect it. God can turn it around. God can make it new. And also, if you've poured a lot of your money and soul and time into a project, don't think that just because that's what your money went into, that that is going to be your source for your return. You do reap what you sow, but nowhere does it say that you're going to reap back from the same source you sowed into. And I think that's where we get ourselves into trouble, is we get mad at certain people because we think, well, I've poured so much into them, I've given them so much of this, and they haven't done anything in return. They've just been a leech and sucked off me. But then other people will come into your life and bless you and pour into you and give you of their time, their resources, their money, their wisdom, and you didn't give them anything first. So what goes around does come around, but it's not always from the same source. And we can't try to make sense of it or try to tell God where we want the blessing to come back from. If we've sowed into this certain area or this certain project, we can't say, now, this is where I want the return to come from. Because our ways are not His ways. His ways are much higher than our ways. If we got our way, it wouldn't be as good as if we just submit and obey and trust that God knows what He's doing. And He's going to bring you your answer at the perfect time, when it's going to make the biggest difference and have the biggest payoff. And it's going to take time sometimes. How big is your dream? The size of your dream is going to depend on how long it takes. So do you have a mosquito dream? Mosquitoes are pregnant for 24 hours? Or do you have an elephant-sized dream? An elephant is pregnant for 22 months. So don't be anxious. If your dream is big, it's going to take time, it's going to take prayer, it's going to take work, and the turnaround of what's coming isn't going to be overnight unless you've got a tiny little mosquito dream. So keep pressing on. Trust that the God who told you to do the things you did is going to be the same God that's going to bring you the answers to your prayers, the blessings, the return on the seeds you've sown in His perfect timing from His perfect source. And we can't go around blaming anybody for where our life is now. No matter what they've done to us, we forgive, we move on, we love them. It doesn't mean we keep them in our life. It depends on what your situation is. But nothing anyone has done to us, or nothing can stop us. They may thwart us, they may hold us back from the timeline we think it's supposed to be, but it's nothing compared to what God will do for us and the return that we will have if we stay faithful and we stay obedient and we just stay on track and trust and believe that the God who brought us these things to do is going to be good on His word. He can't lie. He can't break a promise. He's going to come through at the appropriate time, and no man is going to be able to stop it. So keep the faith. Keep plugging along. Don't expect the return to always come from the places you've sown into, but be faithful and watch for God to restore all the years that the locusts have eaten.